today, class. Before we start in our lesson for today, let me first give you a situation. And all you have to do is to give your reaction or your conclusion about this. When I arrived at school today, there were papers all over the floor in the hall of the principal's office. So, what are your reactions or any conclusion about this? Yes.
Ma'am, there may be a break-in.
Okay, very good. What else?
Ma'am,
Yes.
the principal might have gone crazy and the papers around.
Okay, another one. Yes, that's good.
Some student may have played a joke and the principal must have been furious about this.
Okay, bright idea. So, what are your observation on the following sentences that you gave? Any observation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yes.
I have observed that all of the given examples were used as like the word maybe, the word might, and must words in which a form of a modal.
Okay, exactly. So, our lesson for today is all about modals. So, what are modals? Modal verbs are a special kind of auxiliary verbs. Like other auxiliary verbs, they are always used with a main verb, but modal verbs are to express an attitude to what we say. They can express how certain or uncertain we are about every event, or how willing or unwilling we are want to do something. In other words, modal functions are to give permission, to request, to have an ability, obligation, prohibition, advice, possibility, probability, and politeness. Let me give you these examples. Number 1, I can drive. Number 2, can I use your phone? Number 3, you can use my phone. What can you observe in the first sentence? Yes?
I have observed that the first sentence use the word can, in which it function as an ability.
Okay, very good. How about the number 2?
Ma'am,
Yes.
number 2, can I use your phone?
Okay.
Ma'am, can was used as permission, to ask permission.
Okay, how about in number 3?
You can use my phone.
Okay.
In that, number 2, asking permission. Number 3, giving permission.
Okay, exactly. So let's proceed to the modal verb could. We use modal verb could as the past tense of can to talk about ability in the past. Like for examples, it could be very cold in the winter. Second, you could lose your way in the dark. Can you give other examples? Any idea?
It
Yes.
we use could as the past tense of can to talk about ability in the past. Example, ma'am, Mozart could play the piano blindfolded.
Okay, very good. Exactly, because Mozart is already dead. So, meaning to say, it is possible. It happened in the past. Okay. Another example, we use could to show that something is possible in the future, but not certain. Examples, if we don't hurry, we could be late. And we could go for a walk now and then have a dinner. Can you give other examples? Anyone? Yes.
Ma'am, example, she could be in line for a type of government job.
Okay. Another one. Okay, again.
Ma'am, there could be a storm later.
Okay, very good. So now you already know the could and the can and could. Also, we use could for polite permission or request. For examples, excuse me, could I just say something? Or could you take a message, please? Another examples. And other hand, yes.
Could example, could I use your telephone?
Okay. Last one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Try. Could you take your phone?
Could you take your phone? Okay. Yes, that's it. Okay, let's proceed now to modal verb may. Oh, like these examples. May I use your phone, please? It may rain today. She may be at home. Okay, in the first sentence, may I use your phone, please? What is the function of may in this sentence?
Asking permission, ma'am.
Okay, very good. How about in number 2?
I'm not sure, ma'am, but I think the word may there, in sentence number 2, it may rain today, is a prediction.
Or other word for prediction, it is probability.
Probability. Okay.
How about in number 3? She may be at home.
She may be at home. Ma'am, I
Okay.
think the function of she may be at home is possibility also.
Okay, exactly. So let's proceed now to modal verb might. Modal verb might is used as the past tense of may when reporting what is somebody has said. Like for example, he said he might come tomorrow. Okay, can you give your example? Okay, yes.
He might say now, but he can soon change his mind.
Okay, very good idea. What else? Yes.
He might say that I'm beautiful, but he's not.
Okay. Okay, bright idea. Might is also used when showing that something is or was possible. Meaning to say, it was possible before, but not now. Like for example, the pills might have helped him if only he'd taken them regularly. Okay, can you give your example?
Might is also used when showing that something is or was possible. He might use his telephone,
Yes.
but he used her telephone.
Okay. Another idea.
There might be a class tomorrow.
Okay.
Something that is possible.
That was possible.
That was possible.
Okay. Good try. Okay, let's proceed now to modal verb will. Let me give you examples. He will leave for the plane at 7 a.m. I will make dinner. I will call you at 4 p.m. The summer will be very hot. Will you help me with these boxes? On the first sentence, he will leave for the plane at 7 a.m. What is the function of will in this first sentence?
I think, ma'am, he will leave for the plane at 7 a.m. Function as probability or possibilities that he will leave for the plane at 7 a.m.
Okay.
But not sure.
Okay, good try. But in this first sentence, he will leave for the plane at 7 a.m. is also a voluntary action. Meaning to say, you will do this 100%, or you are have the highest willingness to do this action. How about in number 3? I will make dinner. Another one. Yes.
Sentence number 2, I will make dinner, function as future action. I
Okay,
will,
or also a voluntary action.
voluntary action.
Okay, very good. How about in number 3? I will call you at 4 p.m. If somebody tells you, I will call you at 4 p.m.
Ma'am, I think
Yes?
will function that as a promise.
Okay, exactly. How about in number 4? The summer will be very hot. Other hands.
Ma'am,
Okay, there.
the summer will be very hot.
Yes.
Seems like the will word there function as a prediction.
Okay, yes. How about in number 3? Will you help me with these boxes? Yes, yes.
Asking permission, ma'am.
Okay, yes, exactly. Okay, let's proceed now to modal verb should. Let's have these examples again. You should try the new restaurant downtown. I should renew my driver's license. In sentence number 1, you should try the new restaurant downtown. If somebody tells you that, what do you think is function?
Should you should try the new restaurant downtown. Suggestion, ma'am.
Okay, very good. He's giving a suggestion because maybe that restaurant is good, or that restaurant has good service. So he or she suggesting that restaurant to you. How about in number 2? I should renew my driver's license. Yes.
I should renew my driver's license. Should there function as ability or possibility?
Okay, good try.
Oh.
I should renew my driver's license. Whenever we talk driver's license, it has something to do with the law, right?
Yes.
Okay, so meaning to say
Compulsory.
compulsory and what?
Obligatory.
Obligation.
Obligation.
Yes, very good, exactly. I should renew my driver's license. Should there is an obligation.
Obligation.
Yes, very good. Okay, let's proceed to modal verb must and have to. Must and have to are used to express stronger necessity. Like for examples, you must obey the government. And if you want to study in college, you have to take a college admission test. In sentence number 1, you must obey the government. What is the function of must? In the first sentence.
Must there function as an obligation.
Okay.
Because you said, ma'am, a while ago that if you're talking about government, it has to do with legality.
Yes.
And we, as people of the Philippines, we must oblige to follow the law.
Okay.
And we must obey. That is
Okay.
an obligation.
Okay, very good. How about in number 2? If you want to study in college, you have to take a college admission test.
Ma'am, I try.
Okay, yes.
Number 2, if you want to study in college, you have to take a college admission test. You have to there sort of necessity, ma'am.
Exactly. It
Necessity.
is necessity, meaning to say, it's not really compulsory, or it's not really obligation.
Yes, ma'am.
It's just a necessity. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So now, all of you, I know you have now a strong foundation about modals. So now, in our activity for today, let us now have this agony aunt. So what is agony aunt? Agony aunt, it is segment in Hollywood in which in where people there are giving their letters to the sender, specifically aunt. They send problems, they want to ask suggestions, advice about their problem. So I want you to give your opinion or advice in the following problems given by the sender. So let's have this first one. Dear Agony Aunt, my friends are mainly my older brother's friends who are 3 years older than me. They treat me as one of them. Recently, they've started getting into minor troubles with the police, and they are encouraging me to join in them. I feel that I don't want to break the law, but also I want to keep them as friends. What do you think I should do? Group 1. If you are agony aunt, if you are aunt, what will you advise? Or what are your suggestions to the sender? Yes, from the group 1.
Maybe I will suggest that he or she
Yes.
must follow or get in with her with the government.
Yes.
Follow the law.
Yes.
Because if he or she have
Yes.
her or his true friends, he or she can also convince them that that is not bad. That is bad, and they should follow the law.
Okay.
Or if not, I will not go with them.
Okay.
That is my reason. That is my advice.
Okay, very good, group 1. So for the group 2, this is your letter. Dear Agony Aunt, I'm 15 years old. Recently, I went to see my friend and we met up with some others. I updated my mom constantly to tell her know where I was. But when I got home, it's 5 minutes late. She was angry with me. What can I do to make her trust with me? To bring back the trust. Group 2. What is your advice to the sender? Yes.
I will just advise the sender that um he or she must
Is it must?
or he should be he should he or she maybe do his or her household chores,
Hmm?
be a a good kid or
Yes.
of her mom,
Okay.
so that he or she can convince her mom
Yes.
that he or she was telling the truth, that um, despite of getting with his or her friend, um, he or she is doing good still.
Okay. Very good. For the group 3. Okay, representative of group 3. Here is the letter. Dear Agony Aunt, I saw one of my work colleagues taking some paper from the office photocopier and put it in her bag. Do you think I should report her for the theft to the boss or not? My parents always taught me to tell the truth and that any stealing is wrong. What do you think? Group 3, representative.
If I am
Okay, yes.
I I I will tell the sender and advise that um, what he done was wrong, and I think I mean her friends, one of my colleagues, he said that one of his colleagues
Or workmate.
or workmate taking paper from the office photocopier. So I will just um, tell my friend first or my colleague first that what he I will just tell the sender that you must tell your friend that what he done
Yes.
was wrong.
Okay.
But then it is my obligation to it's your obligation to tell your boss that that your colleague was stealing papers from your office, and that is very bad. So that the boss um, should know what to do or what will be the action for this kind of criminal actions.
Criminal actions. Okay, um, the good, no, the bad act.
A bad act. Oh, sorry, ma'am, for criminal action, sort of killing. Bad action
Yes.
that his colleagues was done. So I think, ma'am, I will just tell the sender to say that to sumbong, to make a report,
Okay.
just report to the boss that
Okay.
his colleagues was stealing
Stealing.
paper,
Okay.
so that these colleagues will learn his lesson.
Okay. Very well said. For the group 4, here is your letter. Dear Agony Aunt, my life is terrible. I hate everything about it. Everyone has money more than me. They are happy and have friends. I hate everyone. What is your advice to this hopeless center? Group 4.
Okay. Can you give us a little a second, please, ma'am?
The sender. Okay. I want you to have this.
I will just advise the sender that first, before I making an advice, I will just ask first what makes his life terrible, because of what he don't have money,
Mm.
or he don't have many friends.
Okay?
So I will just ask first what is his happiness before I make the advice, because contentment must be the solution for that kind of or advice.
Contentment
Should be
yes.
the solution, the advice that I will just give to the sender, because he thinks that his life is terrible without the material things like money, the friends, and everything that everyone has. So I
Okay.
think I will just advise the sender to have a contentment so that he will be happy in a simpler way that he has.
Okay, very well said. Let's have group 5. This is your letter. Dear Agony Aunt, all the other children laughed at me at school and say my clothes are completely unfashionable. I feel really stupid. I asked my parents to buy me better clothes, but they say they don't have enough money. What can I do? Group 5, what is your advice in this center?
I will just advise the sender that although all the children laugh at him, or all the people who surrounds him laugh at him because of the clothes that he is unfashionable or jolog, something like that, and he feels really stupid because of that. That is not uh, it's not a good mindset,
Yes.
because if you think that you are stupid because of unfashionable things that you have, that you are nothing, no beautiful clothes, or plenty clothes that very expensive that your parents could not buy,
Yes.
I think you must think first before you think that you are stupid, because every person has his or her God-given talent,
Okay.
and being unfashionable is not being a stupid person.
So in short, what is your advice?
I should advise to look at the other way around of looking at yourself. Not all because of you don't have any clothes. Just look into a positively way that you could say to yourself that it's me. I'm not stupid.
Okay, very good. Good idea. Okay. That's it. I know I'm very glad that all of you are now have a strong foundation in modal. So for your assignment, I want you to have a review of the story Wheel of the River. Okay?
Okay,
That's it for today. Good day, class.
Good day, ma'am. Thank you for teaching us today.
Buko!